What a day for the stock market today, guys. It was one of those days. We had the S&P 500 up 2.7%, Dow Jones up 2.4%, the NASDAQ went up 3.1%, and get this, guys, the Russell 2000 went up a whopping 3.5%. So we got a lot to break down in this video, the markets, stocks, charts, earnings. But before we do, make sure to get your 10 stocks from Moomoo if you haven't done so already. That's linked down below. And you could also get your 6 stocks from Webull, also linked down below. And with that being said, cheers, guys. Let's dive right into the video. So take a look, guys. We are now officially not fully breaking out, but we're one step away. We're officially one step away from fully breaking out here on SPY, at least in the short term, as we are now closing, or well, we did close under $395, and we're now testing the highs from the end of June to, well, I guess it wasn't even early July. It was just the end of June here, right about $393. If we crack above that point, 395, 393 especially, which we closed right under that, if SPY gets out of there, we might get more green. This rally might extend itself. It might be going up to about $415, maybe $420 in the short term, which could be anywhere from a 4, 5 to maybe even a 6% move to the upside. And Triple Q, the same thing, guys. You can see here it closed right under. Well, actually, I'm wrong. It broke out already. It already broke out of the highs from not only 2 weeks ago, roughly, but also from 3 weeks ago, the end of June, right around $297. We closed at $299, which is great. So I think if we clear 300, there's going to be a lot of upside, probably to about 312, 313, maybe pushing 315 in the short term on Triple Q, which could give it anywhere from 4, maybe even 5% upside here in the short term. So things are looking pretty solid right now. I'm not going to lie, from the at least from the Bulls' perspective, right? And as always, I'd love to know your thoughts in the comment section. And if you find value in the videos, hit that like button, subscribe. It really helps me out in the YouTube algorithm. And of course, none of this will be possible without you guys. So with that being said, let's dive over here to Webull, and see what's going on with crypto. Currently, when I'm filming, it's 6:30 p.m. on the East Coast, so it's not late per se, but it's about 2 hours, 2.5 hours after the stock market closed, and it looks like Bitcoin is still right around 23.5, which, if you guys caught my earlier video from today, that's where it was in that early video. So it's pretty much unchanged. It looks like it's still, holding above 23,000, which is good. And, it's continuing the breakout by the looks of it. So like I mentioned in that video, a couple of hours ago, and I'm still going to, I'm still sticking to that, and I'm going to say it again right now, this could probably go, if this momentum continues, probably towards 26.5, maybe even $27,000. And Ethereum could also continue this momentum. Let's see here. Ethereum, which currently is at, I'm about to sneeze, guys. Excuse me. Okay, never mind. It went away. Ethereum, 1565 right now. It's currently down 1%. This is well past the highs from earlier in July. It broke out of 1,300. Now it's at 1,550. This momentum could continue maybe up to about $1,650, $1,700. That's just the reality of the matter. And don't get it twisted. Selling might not be over. I don't think it's necessarily over here on crypto, at least based on this chart. It could have a little bit more upside, but we're going to be hitting, the top of a downwards channel pretty soon here on Ethereum. You guys can see it here. We're getting to a big resistance, and you can see the same thing on Bitcoin as well. This is on the daily chart. So yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts again in the comments. As always, your thoughts, they're greatly appreciated. So with that being said, let's go over now to ThinkOrSwim and talk about Netflix stock, which, guys, it's up like 6-7% last I checked. It's not up a ton. It's not ridiculous, but it is up a decent chunk here after the bell. So let's break down exactly what is going on. So Netflix just did EPS of $3.20 versus $2.96 estimated. So that is a pretty good beat on EPS there. Pretty nice profit beat, which I'm assuming the stock, the price of the stock potentially wasn't pricing that in already. And revenue came in at $7.97 billion versus $8.04 billion estimated. Just a little bit of a miss there on revenue for Netflix. And Q2 global streaming paid memberships were 220.67 million, which that is up about 5.5% year over year. And Q2 alone, global paid net additions were negative, meaning they lost paid subscribers, and they lost about 970,000. All right, that was probably expected, considering the stock's freaking price was down from 700 to 162. I'm sure that was at least slightly priced in. I mean, call me crazy, guys. Let me know your thoughts on that in the comments. But yeah, they lost about 1 million subscribers. All right, and for the next quarter, Q3 EPS, it's not looking that great. $2.14 versus $2.77 estimated, but by the looks of it, the stock is still up, which tells me that was already priced in, right? People were already expecting that. So the fact that Q3 EPS is looking soft, it's not much of a surprise for the stock. That's kind of what I'm gathering here, at least my opinion, right? So Netflix right now closed at, today alone, it had a great day during the day. It went up 5.6%, closed a little bit above $200, and now it's at $216, guys. It got all the way to about, it looks like $225 a share. So this is starting to rip. You guys are noticing here on the 4-hour chart, it is slightly above the moving averages, which it has not been above these moving averages since the beginning of April. So this is the first time in almost 4 months that we're above these moving averages. We're at a multi-month high. Maybe there's a little bit more upside left in Netflix. I mean, notice how since their last report back in April, where they completely tanked from 350 down to about 160, notice how we haven't gone much under 160, and we've been hovering in the $180, $200 range. Now we got the report out of the way. I'm not going to say it's a great report, but it wasn't horrible either. It was kind of in the middle, right? And excuse me, guys, I keep wiping my nose because my allergies have just been horrible. So bear with me here, guys. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of expected, right? So the stock's seeing a bit of a rally. I feel like, although I don't think it's going to go all the way to $320, which is the next main gap to the upside, that'd be kind of crazy. That'd be like a 45% move. But could it run maybe to the mid 200s? I feel like it could. If we continue to see green here in the overall markets, I feel like Netflix is due for some sort of extended rally. Again, nothing crazy. Maybe it comes, but I'm not banking on anything crazy. But maybe, runs 5-10 more percentage points. That's definitely possible. So what do you guys think about Netflix stock? This stock, now that it's up about 5-7% after the bell, it is lifting up the other big tech stocks. Google, which we called out recently, and this is my biggest individual stock, Google is breaking out of both moving averages pretty much after the bell. This came out this breakout came right at the end of the day, and now after the bell that it's up pretty much another dollar, or at least it was up $1. Now it's probably up 60-70 cents after the bell. This is great. It looks like on the 4-hour chart, Google can now continue this breakout towards $120, like I've been calling out the past couple of days, ever since they ended up, officially getting that split, which went through officially on Monday, or at least the share price reflected in your accounts this Monday. All you guys that own Google stock, you know what I'm talking about, right? Amazon's also moving. AMZN is up. It was up 4% on the day. Now it's up a good 50 cents, right? After the bell, which is about 0.75%. So these stocks are moving. Amazon is also breaking out, very similar to Google. It's above the moving averages, trading at pretty much a 1-month high. This could be going to 125 plus in the short term. I'm looking at that for Amazon. We also had IBKR report today. I'm not sure if you guys track this company. I don't really track it much either, to be honest with you all. But I figured let me just mention it because you guys, maybe some of you own it, and they did report earnings. So IBKR Interactive Brokers Group, they ended up doing, and by the way, the stock went up 4% on the day today, pretty solid. They ended up doing adjusted EPS of 84 cents versus 91 cents, estimated on revenue of $717 million versus $737.18 million estimated. So they missed adjusted EPS and they missed revenue. So double miss. And that kind of explains why the stock is down about, or at least it was down. Or is it currently down? I can't really tell. No, it looks like it's rebounded. But it closed at 57, went down to 54 initially. It went down 5%. Now it's roughly in the mid 56s. So it's down about 2% after the bell. And quite honestly, guys, I don't like this chart at all. We're going to have to get some momentum for me to even consider this. It's got to start moving past $60 a share. So I'm going to set an alert at 60, and we shall see what it does from there. We also had some other companies report in the morning. Lockheed Martin's one of them. They did adjusted EPS of $6.32 versus $6.39, estimated on revenue of $15.45 billion versus $16.05 billion estimated. So double miss for Lockheed Martin as well. And you guys can see it went up on the day about 1%, but earlier in the day the stock was down way more, and I'm talking way more in the morning, and I'm talking 7 a.m. on the East Coast, roughly 8 a.m. This stock was at $367 and it closed at $390. We're talking about a 6.5% move in just from pre-market to the close. That's pretty crazy on on a double miss. So I wouldn't really, at this point with Lockheed Martin, guys, sure, it could go up a little bit more. Maybe it runs up to 405, 410, but I'd be very careful with it. I feel like this could continue dumping potentially, on this double miss. So for that reason, I'm probably staying away from Lockheed Martin. JNJ, on the other hand, I'm watching pretty closely, especially if it starts bouncing back over the mid 170s. They reported this morning adjusted EPS of $2.59 versus $2.57, estimated on revenue of $24.02 billion versus $23.81 billion estimated. So nice double beat for J&J, unlike Lockheed Martin and Interactive Brokers. And you guys can see on this 20-day chart, we are now at the bottom of the channel on J&J. And I have a feeling we're going to be making a move back up towards the mid 170s, something like this, what I'm drawing out here on on the platform, right? You guys can see that. That's kind of what I think could be coming around the corner here for Johnson & Johnson. So keep your eyes on it. Nice double beat for the company for Q2, I believe. Yeah. So not too bad. And another one that went ballistic today is Coinbase, guys. We talked about Bitcoin, Ethereum. These have come up in a major way in just the past couple of days. And Coinbase has come up in a major way as well. This just in the beginning of the month, end of June actually, was $44 a share. Now it's at $66. It is up 50% in just, 3-4 weeks? Not even 4 weeks. We're talking under 3 weeks. Coinbase, this might continue, guys. It's breaking out of the moving averages. We do have, a resistance coming up, but that's not until about $73, right? $73. Then after that, it's right about at $85. I'm not saying it's going to go all the way to $85 now, but that's a point where it could go if we break $73, which we got to take baby steps here, guys, and see what ends up happening in the short term. And full disclosure, I do not own Coinbase. I used to. Thank God I got out of it, because I used to own it plus 300. It was a trade. I got out of it, made money on it. Thankfully, I did that, because now clearly it's way under 300. It's in the 60s. And I'll let you know. All you guys on my Patreon know when I make all my moves. If you want to check that out, that's linked down below. You get all my moves there, call-outs, morning videos, more access to me throughout the day. And, those are the main stocks I'm looking at. J&J, Lockheed, Coinbase, Interactive Brokers, Amazon, Google, Netflix. And tomorrow, I do believe we have Tesla after the bell, Snapchat's later this week, and the airlines, which I'm looking at very closely. So, yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Tomorrow's going to be interesting. Again, this whole week, we got to watch 395 at 400 on SPY breaks. That's going to be great for the upside. And, if Triple Q breaks, like I mentioned earlier in this video, but just to quickly wrap things up, if this breaks 300, watch out above. I'm telling you guys, there could be a breakout coming in the short term. So if you all found value in the video, hit that like button. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe. Do not forget to get your 10 stocks from Moomoo with a $100 deposit. Each of those stocks could be valued up to $2,500. Just use that link down below or go to stocksurfs.com/Moomoo. And do not forget to also get your 6 stocks from Webull with any amount deposited. Guess what? That's also linked down below. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Good luck in these crazy markets. I'll see you later. Oh, by the way, don't forget to follow me on TikTok at StockSurfS. I'll see you guys there. Peace out.